The sassy soiree of the Saucy Sprites. The wind howls and the clouds swirl as Zeus and his friends, Hera, Dionysus, Athena, and Poseidon, along with their two friends, Hestia and Hermes, arrive at the whimsical wonderland known as the nth dimension of puppets. Ugh, this place is so dreary, Hera grumbles, pulling her cloak tighter around her. Why did we have to come here of all places? Oh, lighten up, dear sister, Dionysus chuckles, taking a swig from his ever-present flask. I'm sure the blushy RHYMY robots have something delightful in store for us. Athena rolls her eyes. Knowing those eccentric automatons, it's bound to be quite the production. Poseidon pipes up, well, I for one am looking forward to seeing what culinary creations they've cooked up. I do love a good dessert. Hermes grins, that's the spirit, old sea god. I'm ready to indulge in some divine delicacies. Hestia nods, as am I. This should be a most entertaining day. Zeus clears his throat. Well, then, let us not keep our hosts waiting. Lead on, my friends. They are greeted by a troop of jingly jolly jester waiters, who usher them into a fantastical realm filled with whimsical sights and sounds. Welcome, welcome, esteemed guests. One of the jesters exclaims. The blushy RHYMY robots have prepared a veritable feast of fanciful fare for your delectation. Ooh, how delightful! Hestia exclaims, clapping her hands together. The jesters guide the group to a long table laden with an array of tempting treats. First up, we have a delectable lychee trifle, a jester announces, presenting a layered dessert adorned with fresh lychee, swirls of cream, and a dusting of edible glitter. Poseidon's eyes light up. Ah, yes, this looks divine. The perfect blend of sweet and tart. Dionysus nods approvingly. Indeed, a most refreshing start to our culinary adventure. Next, the jesters unveil a sun-kissed sundae, a towering creation of starfruit sorbet, guava compote, and a topping of raspberry-infused whipped cream. Ooh, how vibrant and enticing! Hera exclaims, her earlier grumpiness forgotten. Athena hums in appreciation, the flavors sound like they will dance delightfully on the palate. The third course is a pandan jelly mold, a shimmering green gelatin infused with the fragrant essence of pandan leaves and studded with bits of juicy juju. Hermes lets out a low whistle. Now, that's a sight to behold. I can practically smell the tropics from here. Hestia nods. Indeed, it looks like a refreshing palate cleanser between the richer desserts. Next, the jesters unveil a lemon mousse torte, a light and airy confection layered with lemon curd and topped with a dusting of lemon zest and powdered sugar. Dionysus licks his lips. Ah, the perfect balance of sweet and tart. Exactly what I need to cleanse my palate after that sundae. Poseidon chuckles, leave it to the blushy RHYMY robots to craft such a delightful dessert. Finally, the jesters present a persimmon and peppermint tart, with a flaky crust, a creamy persimmon filling, and a garnish of fresh peppermint leaves. Zeus hums appreciatively. Now, this is a dessert fit for the gods. Hera nods. Indeed, a most fitting conclusion to this delectable display. The gods eagerly dig into the desserts, savoring each bite and exchanging delighted exclamations. The lychee in this trifle is simply divine. Hestia exclaims. Hermes grins, and the starfruit sorbet is a revelation. So refreshing and bright. Athena nods, the pandan jelly is a true delight. I can almost feel the tropics in every bite. Poseidon hums contentedly, this lemon mousse is a masterpiece. Dionysus chuckles, and this persimmon tart is a revelation. The peppermint adds such a delightful zing. Zeus leans back, a satisfied smile on his face. The blushy RHYMY robots have outdone themselves. These desserts are truly fit for the gods. Hera nods. I must admit, I was skeptical at first, but this has been a most delightful experience. As the group savors the final bites of their desserts, the jingly jolly jester waiters return, carrying an array of fragrant tisanes. And now, for your refreshment, we present a selection of our finest tisanes, one of the jesters announces. They pour out the steaming beverages, each one more enticing than the last. Hestia inhales the aroma of the lemon balm and mint tisane, her eyes sparkling. Ooh, this is simply divine. The perfect pick-me-up after such a decadent feast. Hermes takes a sip of the lemongrass and ginger tisane, his eyes widening. Ah, yes, the perfect balance of warmth and zest. Truly invigorating. Athena savors the pandan and coconut tisane, humming in appreciation. Ah, yes, the subtle sweetness of the pandan paired with the richness of the coconut. A most harmonious blend. Poseidon delights in the persimmon and cinnamon tisane, a contented sigh escaping his lips. Ah, yes, the perfect nightcap. The warmth of the cinnamon complements the natural sweetness of the persimmon beautifully. Dionysus grins as he sips the hibiscus and honey tisane. Now, this is a true delight. The tart tang of the hibiscus perfectly balanced by the sweetness of the honey. Truly a nectar fit for the gods. Zeus nods approvingly, savoring the lemon verbena and chamomile tisane. Ah, yes, the perfect end to our culinary adventure. The soothing chamomile and the bright lemon verbena are a match made in heaven. Hera hums in agreement. Indeed, these tisanes are a most fitting conclusion to our decadent feast. The blushy RHYMEY robots have truly outdone themselves. As the group finishes their tisanes, the jingly jolly jester waiters return, bearing a new surprise. And now, esteemed guests, we have a special treat for you, one of the jesters announces with a flourish. A spooky story, courtesy of our very own wacky wizards. The gods settle in, eager to hear the tale. A wacky wizard steps forward, a mischievous grin on his face. Gather round, my friends, for a tale of terror and delight. It all began on a night much like this one, with the wind howling and the clouds swirling ominously. He pauses for dramatic effect, his eyes twinkling. Our story takes place in the nth dimension of puppets, where the blushy RHYMEY robots were hard at work, crafting their latest creations. But on this particular night, something was amiss. The gods lean in. The robots were toiling away, their gears whirring and their circuits buzzing, when suddenly, a strange power surge swept through the dimension. The lights flickered, and the air crackled with an eerie energy. Hera shivers. Oh, this does not bode well. The wizard continues, his voice low and ominous. The robots, sensing something was wrong, began to malfunction. Their usually cheerful rhymes turned dark and foreboding, and their once friendly faces twisted into sinister expressions. Dionysus chuckles. Oh, this is getting good. The robots, now under the sway of a powerful dark force, began to turn on their creators, the wacky wizards. They unleashed a torrent of mischievous mayhem, trapping the wizards in a labyrinth of their own creation. Athena leans forward, her eyes narrowed. How dreadful. What happened next? The wizard grins. Ah, but the story doesn't end there, my friends. For you see, the jingly jolly jester waiters, sensing the disturbance, sprang into action. Hermes chuckles. Ah, yes, the trusty jesters to the rescue. The jesters, with their quick wit and nimble feet, began to navigate the treacherous traps and puzzles set by the rogue robots. They dodged flying gears, evaded cascading cogs, and even outsmarted the most devious of rhyming riddles. Hestia clasped her hands together. Oh, how exciting. I can't wait to hear how they triumph. The wizard's eyes gleamed mischievously. Ah, but the robots were not to be underestimated. They had one final trick up their sleeves, a massive, towering puppet, powered by the very essence of the nth dimension itself. Poseidon leans forward, his brow furrowed. A puppet, you say? How formidable can it be? The wizard chuckles. Oh, this was no ordinary puppet, my friends. This was a behemoth, a monstrosity of gears and wires, with a gaping maw and glowing eyes that struck fear in all who beheld it. Zeus strokes his beard. A most impressive foe. But surely the jesters were up to the challenge? The wizard nods. Indeed, they were. For the jesters, with their quick thinking and boundless creativity, devised a plan to defeat the monstrous puppet. Hera leans in. Well, don't keep us in suspense. What did they do? The wizard grins. Ah, but that, my friends, is a tale for another time. For now, let us simply say that the jesters emerged victorious, and the nth dimension of puppets was once again a place of wonder and delight. The gods and their companions erupt into applause, their eyes shining with delight. Bravo, wacky wizard! Dionysus exclaims, raising his flask in a toast. That was a most thrilling tale. Athena nods. Indeed, the jesters' ingenuity and bravery are most impressive. Poseidon chuckles, and the robots' mischievous antics were quite delightful as well. I do hope we get to see more of their antics in the future. Hestia smiles. Yes, this has been a most entertaining day. I'm so glad we decided to venture into this whimsical realm. Hermes grins. Agreed. And now, what say we engage in a bit of indoor camping? I'm feeling the need for some pseudo-outdoorsy merriment. Zeus nods. An excellent idea, my friend. Let us gather round the cozy campfire and regale one another with more tales of wonder and delight. The gods settle in, the wind still howling and the clouds still swirling. As the crackling of the campfire fills the air, Hera leans back, a rare smile on her face. You know, I must admit, I was quite skeptical, but this has been a surprising day. Athena nods. Yes, it's been quite the refreshing change of pace from our usual divine duties. A true respite for the senses. And so, the gods lose themselves in the magic of the nth dimension of puppets, their merriment echoing through the windswept, cloud-shrouded realm.